Alright, and to finish up my Headmasters, here we are with the Apeface from KFC. So, it's very... He barely holds his gun, first off. This just kind of plugs into the side of his arm. You can plug this into the back, I believe, somewhere. I don't know. Maybe. Possibly. Hypothetically. Here. It goes here. Like that. Yeah. So, much like the other one, you can pull the head off. I had to dismantle a whole bunch of springs in there to just kind of make things work properly. He's got the ape face, obviously, because that's his name. And then he's got the robot face. He actually had two different options for the faceplate. And then you can rotate that down, and there's your headmaster. Or your little robot. All of that works fairly decently. And then you can just plug the head in however you want. And then you can have the ape face if you wanted to for robot mode, or you can go with that. Ratcheted shoulders, ratchets out to the side, thigh swivel, double bend elbow-ish. There's a bicep swivel, wrist swivel. Fingers are all on the same kind of ball pegs for each finger, and then friction pins in between each. No, not actually pins, but just friction joints holding the fingers together. Not a great design. Look, so this finger popped off. But look, it wasn't from the hand I was manipulating. It was from over here. This is why I don't like these kind of hands. KFC has done some really crappy job with hands. Still better than the Make Toys new Seeker hands, but still. There we go. And I believe he came with a whole different set of gray hands. He's got ratcheted waist, massive backpack that barely tabs in, hips out to there, back to there, ratcheted out to the side, thigh swivel. You can see, like, I'm having all sorts of little issues with this guy. Double bend knee, but it's awkward to try and... There we go. Yeah. I mean, I think one was enough. You know, you get a pretty good range of motion on the one. I don't think you needed two. Friction, rockers, and tilt. So it's a little bit... And he's got better spaced ratchets on his thighs, so he can... But they're uneven. So, like, this one wants to be a little off to the side, and this one's straight up and down. And, like, you kind of get it straight up and down, but it's like he wants to go out to there. And then you click it or you click this one once, and it's all the way out. Click this one once, and it's all... It's like they're uneven with the ratchets. Oh, that's obnoxious. So he's never going to stand... He can never stand straight up and down. And then you can plug the gun into... You plug the gun into his hand... And then wrap the fingers around and just kind of hope for the best. He's very back heavy. So, yeah. And then here he's next to Prime. So you can see how he scales there. Proportionately, you know, I mean, yeah, he's still got a massive backpack. So it still looks pretty awkward. But proportionally, I think he's better than the Snapdragon, because Snapdragon has those super long arms with the big, massive hands. So I think he's better at that than Snapdragon. And then here he is. Here they both are with the Fans Toys one. So, yeah. Do I recommend these guys? I gave Snapdragon a soft recommend. I'm going to take that back. I'm going to say no. I don't recommend these guys at all. They've got a lot of issues. QC issues, design issues, stability issues, holding their gun issues, paint. I mean, there's almost no paint on these guys, except for little accents here and there. I can't recommend these guys to anybody. For me, I'm happy with them. To be completely honest, I'm happy with them because they're not characters that I'm striving to spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars for the best definitive version of Snapdragon and Apeface. If Fans Toys put new ones out that were around the $200 mark, I probably would switch them out. But as it is, I'm happy with these two at where they are. This is one of those things that frustrates me about Fans Toys and the rumor that they're doing Chrome Dome next. It's because it's like Highbrow and Brainstorm are needed. We need those guys. They're empty voids. But Apeface and Snapdragon would be good choices for them to update because we need better versions of them. Whether or not I would purchase those better versions, I don't know. But I can't recommend these guys to you. Especially at the price point. If you can get them for clearance I'd say under $80 a piece, then and you're okay with having a figure that's going to have issues right out of the box and you're going to have to do some tweaking, then maybe I would recommend it. That's where I would do the soft recommend. And the knowledge that you're probably going to need to replace these guys at some point because KFC this is the era of KFC where it's just like they're not making good figures, so I can't recommend them. No, I don't. I'm gonna give him I don't remember what did I give Snapdragon a score. I'm going to change them both. If I did, I'm going to change them both to a 4 out of 10. They're placeholders at best for most collections. But past that, I can't justify them, as good purchases. I mean, like I said, I'm happy with them just because they sit on the shelf and they do their job of looking like muscle for my skull cruncher, but that's really all I do use them for. Past that, I can't recommend them. I can't. Hasbro did a better job with them, so maybe the KO company can upscale the Hasbro versions. Maybe that would work. Upscale them, throw a little extra paint on there, some better hands, stuff like that. Then maybe we would have a viable little set there. But as it is, nope, can't recommend it.